Folks, welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the LeeGOP Candidate Forum. What a crowd. What a place. Tremendous turnout. We've got so many great candidates here today. And let me tell you, folks, a huge thank you to the incredible volunteers and moderators who put this whole thing together. They did a fantastic job, believe me. Nobody puts on a better forum than these people. And how about David Gant and Susie Allen? Wow, I'm hearing absolutely fantastic things about these two. Great, great people. Real sharpshooters, the best. Winners, folks. They're going to do tremendous things. They're like the complete opposite of Sleepy Joe and Kamala. Total opposite. And folks, you got to join the LeeGOP. Go to LeeGOP.org right now. Sign up, check out the events and meetings. Tremendous stuff. Don't wait. Join today. You'll be glad you did. And now, folks, on to the forum. Candidates, get ready. It's your time to shine. Let's make this the best one yet. Tremendous!
All right, next we have Lee County Commission. I believe we have just one candidate here today. Amanda, you want to come up? All right, so Amanda, I want to ask the question, are you an ECI committed candidate?
Yes, and can I expand on that?
Go ahead.
Okay, since I'm the only one who showed, I would like to expand that not only am I an ECI candidate, the reason that that is so important to me is in the last 48 hours, my character has been attacked by 3 sitting commissioners, not only on social media but on radio, and untruths have been told, and that's okay, because that's what this process is all about, for the voters to do their own work and decide, and I am proudly part of the ethical campaign and will not volley back, because that's not why we're here. Thank you.
Laura Ann will be asking you 5 quick-fire questions. Use your paddle, and then there will be 5 debate questions, 1 minute apiece, and then you have a 2-minute closing.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Amanda, for being here. We appreciate that. Yes. All right. First rapid-fire question is this: do you support increasing dedicated funding for the Conservation 2020 program to acquire and permanently preserve more environmentally sensitive lands, wetlands, and agricultural areas in Lee County? Yes, yes. All right. Next fire question. Do you support raising impact fees on new residential and commercial development so that growth plays a larger share of the cost for roads, drainage, parks, and other infrastructure that's required? Thank you. Next question. Do you support stronger protections and restoration efforts for water quality in the Caloosahatchee River, Estero Bay, and local estuaries, even if they involve additional costs or limits on certain development or land use
I'm going to stand up for this one.
Yeah. All right. Next. Do you support prioritizing road widening, bridge repairs, and drainage improvements in high-growth eastern Lee County areas such as Elba, Lehigh Acres, and Buckingham over other capital projects?
Do I support it over?
Do you support prioritizing road widening, bridge repairs, drainage improvements in high-growth eastern Lee County areas? Over.
Okay, that's
over.
That's
a long fire question.
I support
Over other capital projects. I guess what we're really asking is prioritization for these things.
Okay, I want to make sure the last part of the question, because that's important. So, do I support it over other capital projects? I wouldn't know right offhand what the other capital projects are, but there's deaths occurring on my roadways out there a lot. So I would say that right now we're in desperate need. So
Okay, thank you for that. Next question.
I don't know that I could answer that question without looking heavily, but
Yeah, it is,
that's a tricky, I'm trying to evaluate it with all the qualifiers that you put in there.
yes, it's quite a bit here.
Okay.
We're going to move on. Next question. Do you support maintaining strict rural zoning and land use policies in agricultural and low-density areas of eastern Lee County to help preserve the county's rural character, yes, farms and open spaces against the urban sprawl? All right.
And to qualify that one, I support the comprehensive plan as it's written, and we should probably stop eroding it continuously, but we'll get into that, sorry. Yes.
Okay. Last one. Do you support increasing funding for public safety services, including the Lee County Sheriff's Office, fire, EMS, and emergency management?
Increasing funding for all of them across the board.
That's the way this is, yeah. For
Okay.
public safety services, including all of these, Lee County
I
Sheriff.
wholeheartedly support funding adequately our emergency services, which keep us safe, yes.
Okay. So now we're going into the
Interesting question.
now we're going into the full length questions.
All right.
Okay. So the Bert J. Harris Jr. Private Property Rights Protection Act is a Florida law that allows property owners to seek relief when a government action inordinately burdens an existing use or vested property right. As county commissioner, you may vote on zoning, development approvals, land use regulations, density, environmental protections, and growth management decisions that could create a Bert Harris claims. Now here's the specific question, and to just sort of frame it. How would you balance private property rights with Lee County's responsibility to manage the growth, infrastructure capacity, and taxpayer exposure to litigation or compensation?
Okay, so I'm going to answer it simply and then more broadly. Simply, my property rights end where my neighbors begin. And that's a pretty basic statement, but what that means is when our county commissioners have continually over the years told us that we have to say yes to most everything that comes in front of us because of this Bert J. Harris, of course I'm going to question, what is this Bert J. Harris and how does it have so much power? So when I did a deep dive and dug into it, what I figured out was that our current commission, and lots of them, have weaponized this law, oh goodness, against us.
30 seconds.
And and the Bert Harris Act's purpose is to protect land use owners from current or foreseeable uses. That does not include upzoning to include increase in density and intensity, which is what I mentioned before, the constant erosion of our comprehensive plan. So the bigger question is, do I have the backbone to stand up and say no to the comprehensive plan erosion when outside developers come in and try to use the Bert Harris Act as a weapon? Yes, I do have that backbone, and I will use it because our quality of life is being eroded in Lee County.
Okay, we're going to, next question. The Ethical Campaign and Accountability Initiative of LeeGOP recognizes that public trust requires more than technical legal compliance.
Yes.
County commissioners regularly vote on land use matters, development approvals, contracts, infrastructure priorities, and other decisions that may involve individuals, developers, and so forth. So Florida law already requires campaign finance reporting and requires a local public office to address these voting conflicts. The question we want to ask you is, what specific standard or process would you use when a campaign donor, developer, lobbyer, or affiliated party would come before the county commission? What would be your specific standard or process, and how would you evaluate that?
I'll answer that question this way. I ran in the last election in 2024, many of the folks know, and one of the reasons that I did run was because at that time, the city commissioner was rezoning his own personal property for his own private, personal gain. And I just point that out so that I can underscore and reiterate that I do own properties that could potentially be rezoned. So to boldly answer that question, I would never allow one of my properties or any such to be put before the council, the commission, to be voted on while I'm sitting there. Not for my own personal gain, because it's that important to be able to separate yourself from the public interest and your personal gain, so that they have a trust in you, that you're really there for them. And it's the highest honor to be elected to office, so I think it should be the highest duty to prove that you're there without conflict.
So, please describe the process you would use when a significant campaign contributor or other would come before. What process would you specifically do for that?
Okay, a specific campaign contributor, I mean,
Or a vendor or a contractor.
a vendor or contractor.
We're just
Yes, above board, I would, if there is the appearance of conflict, I would remove myself from the vote. The public's trust is paramount to my effectiveness. So, does that answer that question?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much.
I just want to point out again,
Yes.
I have two minutes, but I'm the only one sitting here.
Yes. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
So much, Amanda.
Thank you.
You get your question. It's 2 minutes, right?
Okay.
Say.
Thank you so much. My name is Amanda Cochran, and I'm running to be your next elected Lee County Commissioner. I am a wife, mother, business owner. I've built businesses in this county with my husband for the past 30 years. We've balanced budgets, we've weathered downturns, we've employed families. I am deeply involved in my community, not just in nonprofits to give back, but also to stand up. I've been trying, along with several others, to stand up for our community in ways that are meaningful. We're at a critical point in Lee County. We have a growth management problem, we have an infrastructure problem, we have a water quality problem, and we have a water flow problem. We must pursue responsible growth that accommodates all residents and preserves all residents' quality of life across Lee County. We must address dangerous roadways and aging bridges and focus on planning ahead rather than always playing catch-up. To those who supported me in the last election, thank you for your trust. To those who are getting to know me, I will continuously, tirelessly work to earn your trust. But one thing you should know, above everything, is I owe political favors to no one. So I am free to make decisions for the people of Lee County. This is about real citizen-led representation. And I want more than anything to be an accountable voice for the people in this county. I keep saying everywhere I go that I think God has a sense of humor because I did not see myself in the political world. But what I saw happening to not only my community, but several areas of Lee County caused me to stand up and serve. And when you're raised to serve, you don't have that option. You just do it. So I would appreciate, I make myself accessible, amandaforlee.com. Call me, reach out anytime. I'm happy to talk. Thank you, Amanda.
Hey, wow, man. Joey B is back, baby. Back in the you know the thing.
Are you lost again? Yesterday, I caught him wearing a mustache pretending to be the gardener. Anyway, visit LeeGOP.org to find more local forum clips.